In 2007, approximately 20% of temporary assistance for needy families, or the TANF, have reported using an illicit drug at least once in the past year. Welfare programs are meant to be temporary. However, half of the participants in these programs are on a lifelong track. A quarter of that group uses/abuses narcotics. Most common reason for failing a drug test is the use of illegal marijuana. The children of these families are at higher risk of becoming addicted to an illicit drug at an earlier age.
With welfare and government aid being a necessity of life, the key aspects of the issue stem from the economic point. In order to receive the government aid, families must show financial hardship, and the northern and southern regions of the United States are divided because opinions with whether it's constitutional or not.
In 2012, an exceeding amount of over 3 million referrals were made to the child welfare system. These referrals regarded over 6 million children around the United States. Parents that use drugs illegally prove that they are spending all of their time on obtaining welfare for illicit drugs and are not capable to be raising a child. The implication of drug testing recipients will not only stop abusive drug users from having government aid benefits, but also raise the young children of the United States with a more prominent and successful life.
Families in welfare programs receive taxpayer money that people work really hard to earn. That money should go to a family that really needs it, not someone who's spending all their life savings on something just as a bad habit.
The southernmost regions of the United States are the ones for testing, and the northern are the ones opposing them. The economies are very different between each state, such as back when slavery was a thing, the north opposed it and the southern regions were okay with it. And the northern people think it's against the U.S. Constitution.
Most U.S. citizens are saying no to drug testing because it is unconstitutional and unnecessary. It is said to infringe on people's rights stated in the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which bans unreasonable searches and seizures. The obligation in the Fourth Amendment does not have the intentions of forcing people to give up their right to privacy to acquire their necessities to live. It is for the sole purpose of helping needy families get what they need without people trying to use it for unnecessary narcotics.
Okay. The United States today has a defined line for poverty, which is $24,000, which is for the average family of four. The United States spends around $5.5 billion a year on the government aid programs. The families who deny the drug testing are denied benefits, and the children that are the focal point of drug testing for government aid are hurt when the families spend dollars on stage 1 narcotics rather than the children themselves.
People often claim that they don't want to punish the children when dealing with this issue. However, today's society is already punishing them by leaving them in these unsafe environments. By drug testing welfare recipients, the Child Protective Agency could easily find unfit parents and help place children in better homes that would help them later on in life. Additionally, instead of trying to punish the parents, after the kids are placed in a safe home, the parents can be sent away to rehab programs so that later on they may be reunited with their kids and live a happier and safer life.
The solutions are that the drug tests/screenings in order to receive government aid will vary between the states because of legalization of drugs are different in each state. People who fail the test will not receive government aid for a limited amount of time depending on how badly they failed the test. And the families who are addicted to the drugs will go to a rehab center and children will go to safe homes.
Some of the limitations are the marijuana laws in different states. The drug test would test for different types of drugs for each state depending on what laws they have regarding drugs. Citizens would have to be tested in the state they live in at the time no matter how long they've lived there. There's also the question about alcohol and how that would tie in. Alcohol is legal nationwide, so recipients will not be tested for alcohol in their system. Overall, the test would be for the illicit drugs that are unnecessary in recipients' everyday lives.
As far as the restrictions go, for marijuana, they would be tested by state because in some states it may be legal and others it wouldn't be, so that would be regulated by the state. However, on a nationwide level, any drug that is legal will be counted for the drug test.
Drug testing welfare recipients will continue to be a hot topic in the United States. Economically, is not sound to keep wasting money on a program exploited by drugs. Socially, if the recipients are not doing what drugs receiving benefits, they have nothing, including the violation of the Fourth Amendment, to worry about. Now, if drug testing for government aid prevents children from being born into the system and can help the parents get out of the system, the United States should, in fact, encourage that. The United States is a country built and found on working together as a whole. Drug testing for government aid is just a brick in the foundation. And,
Let's go.